up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, GuitarJams.com. Gonna bring you a classic, beautiful classic rock solo. It's melodic, it's fast, it's slow, it's got a little bit of everything. Some of the effects I was using to get like that a little more nasally sound that you hear on that, basically I just took my wah pedal, activated it, and just kind of like found a little spot where the tone was got that a little bit of that nasally sound, kind of like the original. And then I'm using an OCD full tone drive pedal, and I use divided by 13 amps. So that's what I was doing to get the tone. Also, I've got a bunch of free apps that you can check out. You can click the link below this box here to check those out. I always appreciate it. Here we go. We're dealing with the E-flat major scale, basically. And the kind of starting position is going to be, and how I think of the major scale too, is just kind of, you could plug in the major pentatonic scale. The E-flat major pentatonic. So you got the 11th fret right there. And that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with. Also, there's a whole chord progression underneath. But the only time it kind of goes out of the scale is just at the very end. So, you know, instead of spending a lot of time working on the chords, just know it's all in the key of E-flat major, and the E-flat major scale is working over it. Because we want to learn the solo more than the chords, right? But the chords aren't hard. So, anyway, it starts with this, which is the 8th fret of the D string. So then we're going to go to the G string bend here, which is going to be on the 10th fret. It's almost like a pre-bend, but you can get that in there. And then pinky on the 11 of the B. Then 8 on the B. Then back to 11 on the B, but I'm going to switch to my ring finger. I'm going to bend it up a whole step. Put a little vibrato on the tip there. So far we have alright, and so the next thing we want to do, and it starts right there on the 8, and we go 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 11. I'm using my middle and ring because we're going to bend that, and I can really only bend with my ring finger of doom. Okay, so we've got vibrato on that too. So we got 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 11, bend a whole step. Okay, let's do the whole phrase right up through that. So there's a little phrase we're climbing up into a new position of the scale. Same notes though. So we've got, I looked up a tab on Ultimate Guitar, and this, it doesn't say that note, which is a C note. It says that note. But I listened to it so many times. It's a C, and it's kind of like a ghost. It's got some mud underneath, so I'm not sure where that came from, but we're going to do this phrase. So we've got 13 on the B, and then 13 on the high E. Now that note is a C, which you can also go, you know. Could be from there, but it's much easier to do it right there. Sorry, Brian May, if you did it right there. So 13, 13, 15, 16, 18, full step bend. And I'm going middle ring, slide ring, bend. Here's everything up to that point. So where I was bending with my ring finger, I actually switched to my pinky to do the next kind of sequence. Okay, so this next little sequence is, I guess, the trickiest part. It sounds like this. And so we've got 18, 16, 15 is the little sequence right there, and we've got, so we got ba 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 ba, then a hammer on between 15 and 16. So followed by 18 on the B, back to 15 on the high E. So let's do it up to there. Alright. Following that, we're going to go to the 18 on the B, and we're going to go down that same pattern on the B, exact same thing as the high E, so we've got then 17 to 15 on the G. Oops. Okay. Next, we're going to stay in this position. We're just going up the scale from the 15 on the G. So you've got very similar to the second repeat. So we've got this 15 on the G, 17, 15, 16, 18, 15, 16, 18. So and so the second time it goes up quicker, and you could use your ring finger on that high note if you want, because it's going to bend. So then you've got 15, 16 on the B to 17 on the G twice. And then just that same thing, 15, 16 on the B, and then I just bend it up a whole step. So let's do it from there. Now, I'm not sure where he played this last little sequence, but I'm doing it right here. I mean, it's the right notes. So we're going to go 10. This is where it kind of goes out of the scale. But it's really just the very end tag of the solo to transition into the key of A, which is totally unrelated to E flat major. So we've got, which is the 10, 12, 13 on the G, 13 on the high E, followed by the 9 on the B. So, oops. Then right next door to the octave below, which is the 11th on the D. Let's do the whole thing real slow. Faster. I see a little silhouette of woman. Alright, that was a lesson. Hope you had fun with me. Remember, I've got some free apps you can always check out. The link below this box. I really appreciate the support you guys have given me, so thank you, and hope to see you in another lesson real soon. See you later.